Hi, welcome to the channel. Hope everyone is doing great. Today, I want to talk about a Peruvian movie named Ramon y Ramon. It's an indie movie set during the COVID 19 pandemic in Lima and Mito, and a journey between the two cities. The title comes from the character Ramon, a 30 something gay man living in Lima. He has a nice remote job, but like many others during the pandemic, he's confined to his home for the most part and is losing his sanity a bit. He perhaps had a thriving social life before the pandemic and it all disappears. And when that happens, you get a little desperate after a while. And in this confinement, Ramon gets to know that his father passed away, who was also named Ramon, hence the title Ramon G. Ramon, Ramon and Ramon. Ramon was very close to his father when he was younger, but was later estranged almost. So when he receives his father's ashes, he's filled with complex emotions because there were obviously a lot of unsaid things between him and his father, who was now gone, and Ramon does not know whether to feel angry or sorrow. He goes through a bit of a spiral. He calls his ex desperately looking for some connection in such a tough time. He drowns himself in alcohol and is at a low point until Mateo shows up in his neighborhood. He's a stranger to him who is just living in the neighborhood for a few days and to quarantine. They form a friendship over the days. Ramon probably thinks there might be more, but Mateo makes it clear there isn't. Though they have an emotional bond, it is platonic. Ramon opens up about what he's going through, about his father and how they were close and then got distant. Mateo too is lost. He's stuck in this city during quarantine and he doesn't really want to go back to home and face an uncertain future. So when Ramon asks him to accompany him to Mito to take his father's ashes to his ancestral village, he agrees. And they go on this journey through the Andes in a truck. What I also liked about the movie is that it shows some real hard truths of the nation in this journey. It was easy to just show the beautiful rolling hills, the magnificent panorama, but they also show the suffering for a lot of migrant workers who had to leave Lima on foot to reach their villages. The city did not want them anymore. The city only needs you to provide a service, and very few can actually call the city their home. Only those who own home or land there. Others are mere visitors to keep the city running. And we saw this harsh truth in India as well. Of course, the scale was much bigger, where tens of millions had to walk thousands of kilometers to go back to their villages. And I'm glad that the writers kept this part in the movie. It makes it more real and rooted. I also loved the artwork on the truck that they traveled in. Apparently, it is part of the trucker community in Latin America. And this art, what I read about it, it often fuses religion and indigenous folklore. So, with this journey, Ramon and Mateo reach Mito with his father's ashes. His father was a well respected and beloved man in the village community who was also part of the Andean tradition of Huaconada, which is a dance ritual in that part of the Andes where the elders dress up with unique masks and dance and punishment for bad behavior. Though his father used to dance, punish with whip, but he also used to embrace those who came forward during the dance. This is something I love about watching this movie. That or this is what I love about watching movies from different cultures in general. That you get to sometimes learn something new. So Huakunada is a UNESCO recognized tradition. You can read about it. It's there on their website. Uh, and this is deeply a part of the story as well. There's a very powerful scene towards the end of the movie where everyone in the family remembers his father as a friend, brother, or a godfather, But for Ramon, it's a bit more complicated, and he finally bears his emotions in front of everyone. Why he felt his father abandoned him, or why he felt abandoned by his father. It's a great scene and very well performed by the actor Emmanuel Soriano. It's a slow paced movie that might test your patience in some parts, but it will be worth your time if you can just give it some attention. And there is so much to see and absorb in this movie. It is a very well shot movie, and the music is also really nice. And the traditions, the ideas that it introduces, it will really enrich your mind. The performances are great, though it would have been better if Mateo had a better character arc. He's there as a good friend, a great friend, who helps Ramon overcome his anger and let go of those feelings, but it still feels like a character which was a bit underwritten. Overall, it's a great movie, so do watch it if you can find it on streaming. If not, let me know. I'll share a link. Thanks a lot for listening and have a great day. Bye.